So many people sad. I'm sorry that someone else just earned an egg, and I need to see who it is. I'm seeing eggs everywhere. Pokemon Pika77, thank you for subscribing. I will give you an egg.
Disappointed!
That's not the egg button!
You will give me an egg!
There we go, much better. Sorry about that. Pokemon Pika77, just subscribe, but it's still anyone's egg.
It's still anyone's egg. Oh, jeez.
Speaking of GameCube, isn't it today the birthday of the GameCube release?
Potentially.
It was Shiggy's birthday pretty recently. Miyamoto's birthday was like yesterday, day before. It was super recent.
Yeah, I am completely confused by the Wii Mini's release, though, in all honesty, especially timing-wise now.
Fuck, I just realized something that I should have done a long time ago. Tenmar, have a sword. You're modded.
I think the big reason they're releasing it now is because they're trying to do what the PS1 did with the relaunch of that, is just ride the coattails of the new system.
Not necessarily a bad idea.
Not really.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, though.
It's such... Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
It doesn't even have internet, though.
It doesn't need internet.
Here's the thing, though. I think it's kind of like one of those things that if you don't want to have all the really fancy features like internet or backwards virtual consoles or anything like that, and you just want a Wii console that just plays Wii games, there you go.
I mean, yeah.
It plays the Wii games, and that's what it's meant to do, and I think that's why people are going to buy it.
It's very much like...
Sorry, does anyone know what UQ, LQ, UF, UQ, LQ, LF all mean? Because those are apparently my moves.
Upper click and lower upper quick is Q is quick, F is fierce, and U is upper, L is lower.
Cool, thank you. That helps a lot.
That is my interpretation of what those have to mean.
That sounds right, actually. So there we go. How do I get out of this screen now?
Ours, either select start or.
All right, let's play Primal Rage. My choice.
All the interesting things, I think. Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out who I want to play as here.
So all the interesting things, I think Nintendo would be well off to release actually an LCD attachment for the new Mini Wii.
That would actually be a neat idea, because the idea of being like sort of an all-in-one portable unit. Now, I will say, John, that this game at least isn't as bad as Rise of the Robots.
That's not saying much, though.
I know it's not saying much. I'm just saying, at least it's not that bad. The music might be worse, but...
That'd be like saying, hey, you know what's not worse as bad as Rise of the Robots? Balls 3D!
Balls 3D is pretty good.
Is it actually? I thought that was supposed to be a bad game.
It's a terrible game.
I was gonna say, don't lie to me!
When have I ever lied to you about a game being terrible?
Do you even want me to start to answer that question, or?
I don't...
You know what game's awesome? Cyborg Justice.
You know,
Shut up!
I'm surprised.
I swear to God, if you buy me that game at PAX East, I'm just gonna laugh and then throw it back at your face.
You realize I actually already own it, right?
I know, that's the scary thing.
I own a copy of Cyborg. I bought it new, well into the mid-90s, and it was amazing. Really bad.
Okay, so here's the interesting point. This game allows the blood and includes an exploding heart when you kill someone. And was this before or after Mortal Kombat?
After, because this has fatalities.
Right, so it's like this was... So Mortal Kombat couldn't have like the blood and stuff, but this could.
Can someone do me a favor and look up what some of the moves in this game? I'm playing as Diablo. Either chat or call, either one. Call would be probably faster, so.
Yes.
Someone could get on that. I'm currently playing Carry on my Wayward Son.
Oh, you're still playing Blitz?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, I'm getting my ass kicked by Chaos, so.
Trying to find a good...
I feel like Diablo's supposed to have like a projectile. But I think everyone does at this point.
And you're playing the Super NES version, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey John, what killed the dinosaurs? Well, it doesn't matter because it's anyone's game.
It's anyone's game.
Yeah, anyone's game. The horrible Will Sasso,
Memory
Arnold
serves,
Schwarzenegger.
Wasn't this an arcade? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This,
Oh,
this was an it's an Atari arcade game. Got ported to just about everything in the world.
Yeah.
At the time.
There's a
Because
Game
I was
Gear
about to
version of
say, I
this.
remember playing this. I remember playing this in a Round Tables Pizza.
It was a very late life Super Nintendo game, which is probably why they probably just Sketch's question is why it has blood and stuff. It was a very late life game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember, Mortal Kombat 2 onwards was when they allowed blood.
Let's see here. Oh.
Oh, I died. I got my ass kicked by Chaos.
Oh, this is a bad guide to look up moves. I tried like graphical moves on a text file.
Wait, there was a version for the Sega Master System?
Yep.
Oh, dude, the Master System got games up until I thought 2000 or so.
Yeah, it got games for the longest time.
It's just ridiculous. It's just like, what? Now I find it funny that they had for the Master System, the Game Boy, the Game Gear. I thought, man, if the Atari Lynx was still alive, you know they would have had a port on there. Primal Rage on the Atari Lynx, the ultimate handheld.
Apparently, the Master System only got games officially until 1995, but I know I've seen games released after that.
Well, come on, the Dreamcast is still
Brazil.
getting games to this day. Let's be honest here.
Really?
Yeah, dude. A game called Stormwind came out pretty recently, and it's like a really cool-looking spaceship shooter. I actually really want to pick it
Genesis
up.
got a game not too long
I guess
ago
I
about
shouldn't be
Stormwind too.
surprised since that one NES game came out not too long ago.
Well, yeah, Battle Kid 2 came out like this year, so.
Apparently, they made like 125 carts of DuckTales remastered, and they were they were gold carts that had DuckTales remastered.
No, it had the original DuckTales on it. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, with the remastered logo.
Yeah.
Right.
They were just promo
Yeah.
things, and I know Pat the NES punk was going crazy because of them. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever
Well, he-
tracked one down.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame.
I know.
Go ahead, Sketch.
I was gonna say I know the composer who works at Way Forward, Jake Kaufman, and I don't know if I think he worked on that game to some capacity because he works on most of the Way Forward games, but I'm pretty sure he has one of the cards if they had any in house.
I would hope the people who work there get the carts. That would suck otherwise.
I think it also came with a lunchbox, like a metal lunchbox.
A Launchpad lunchbox.
I think it was. Because I know, like, I've been watching Desert Bus for Hope, and they gave one of them away.
YMB move joystick up to forward. Up to forward.
Quarter circle forward from the upper range. That's totally ergonomic.
This is one of those,
I'm curious actually about what the fatality is for Diablo.
It's one of those control pad 360s would come in handy for the Super NES. Which is that one that had the weird capacity.
How is
control
this
pad.
dinosaur teleporting? I mean, it's a fighting game,
Dinosaurs can teleport. Okay, that
Well-
makes sense.
Well, okay, see, here's the thing. As we all know, back during the age of the dinosaurs, things were a little bit different. Oxygen density was a little bit higher in the atmosphere, which allowed for a few things. One of which was support for larger organisms, and the second thing was casual teleportation. It's very obvious if you understand quantum mechanics.
I like how you're like
wait.
casual teleportation.
So if it's for
Exactly.
business, they can't teleport. You know, On
Exactly.
a Friday, they can't. Okay, just make
Right. Only on Fridays and during particular lunches at Chipotle. If they are wearing a tie when they go to Chipotle, they can't do teleportation.
Good to know.
That makes
I'm
sense.
concerned.
Of course, of course.
down, no forward. Alright, one last try for Diablos. I'll switch up characters. Because some people are posting moves that look good. Chomping Human. Hold YBXA, move D-pad down, up, down. That's actually how I get health back. I know that much.
The funny thing, people were showing the gold cart of DuckTales. On the back, it's, you know how it typically says, like, keep out of
Yeah.
hot areas? The last one says life is like a hurricane. The last bulletin point on the back.
Well, it's true.
Some people have.
Here in Duckburg, life is like a hurricane.
Mhm.
I really actually want to get that game. I have never played the original DuckTales,
You-
but a lot of people say it's really good, and I'm seeing like the remaster version. It kind of reminds me of looking at an old DuckTales cartoon like back when we were all little. So I was like, nostalgic. Strange, you pulled me once again. I must.
I have
get-
never seen a game get speed ran so quickly. from
Well,
launch date.
Yeah,
because it was
I mean,
more or less the same. So
right. There's a couple of other like little sections that are added in and some other little superfluous things, but there are some issues that some people had with the game, namely those things like I believe there's no skip button for the cutscenes, and otherwise that can be annoying.
there's a skip.
I thought they fixed
There is?
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
okay.
hit, you hit
thought they fixed
pause.
that.
Okay, I don't like again. I haven't had a chance to play it yet myself. I've been playing the HD HD re-release of Phoenix Wright trilogy on iOS,
Nice, good
and it's
choice.
been interesting. Well, it's interesting because like it's all 3 games for like $15 or so, which is kind of nice, but there's kind of a handful of little problems with it. One, the graphics at times, especially if you're playing on an iPad in full like landscape, kind of look cheaper than the original pixel art version because of the shading. But more damning is that there are some bugs in how the game's text and such works, where the wrong name displays when a certain line of dialogue is being displayed and otherwise. And there's actually a glitch in one of the cases that is like almost game breaking.
Oh God, really?
Yes. I'll say it without spoiling anything. There is a particular point in one of the cases in Phoenix Wright 1 where you have to write someone's name, but you have to do it in the exact stroke order or else it doesn't count. And that must be a mistake because from when they were taking the Japanese characters and making the English ones, they just reassigned the strokes into different lengths and positions, but they forgot to remove the stroke order dependency because stroke order counts in Japanese, but not in English.
Oh God, how do I play as
Oh,
the wizard?
that's...
Ooh.
And also, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like, oh, how do they not notice that?
I just noticed someone actually posted in the comments like, "Oh my God, someone's actually streaming this game." Welcome to Proton John's Fortune Cookie streams, where any random game can come up, as evidenced by the fact that Bomberman Act Zero and Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular has been the last 2 games.
So what you're saying in this game is you want to grab the power-ups and make you move faster and gives you the remote bombs, correct?
Correct.
All right.
But then you have to throw the shoe, and then jump the river.
Right.
John, I have a question. Do you happen to have a game called Radical Rex for the Super Nintendo?
I do not. Sorry.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Let's see here.
That was a pretty passive way of going. I was like, okay, that's cool.
So the
Well, the reason why I asked is because if it ever came up in a cookie stream, that game, I remember it as a little kid, trying to beat it the second half is hard as hell.
I was gonna say, so the game you're describing, John, is Snoopy's Silly Primal Rage Act Zero.
Yes. That actually kind of sounds kind of sweet.
I'd play it.
Someone posted the moves and they went away in the chat. Give me a sec here.
Snoopy teleports to the past where he does Olympic-style games, all while it's in the future and he's a robot sending bombs everywhere.
Snoopy just became 100% more badass.
Back down forward.
No.
I agree.
In the past, in the future, there's a robot dinosaur dog blowing up things while eating people's hearts.
And still, Charlie Brown's his best friend.
Pushing forward,
Yes.
down, back.
And he still can't kick that ball.
Of course he can't kick it.
Ah!
He doesn't have Bomb Passer yet. Or he only has Bomb Passer, rather.
You know, it's always been a tradition of mine. Whenever on ABC News or on ABC or whoever, whenever the holidays come up and there's the Charlie Brown specials, we always make sure to watch it because it's just so good.
I like how I can hear someone else listening to the stream and I hear like, ah!
I have a feeling that the chat's gonna want me to do like just a one-off. It's anyone's game or something like that for you to use as a soundboard thing. So you can have it for the next 3 days till everyone is sick of it.
Yeah. Nope. Well, I'm trying to think of what the stream schedule is going to be this week. There's going to be at least one more stream this week, for sure, because Saturday's going to have a stream with my buddy Niggs Blackman. We're going to do our fighting game stream, which we've been
that's
talking
always
about for
a
a
fun
while.
one.
Yeah, we're going to do 10 fighting games and then we're going to see who wins the most out of all of them. And there might be another one in the random this week, probably Thursday. Thursday seems to be one of my more popular days to choose to stream. So, although Thursday's also the night before the Xbox One launch, so I don't know. I could theoretically just go to an Xbox One launch, pick up my copy of Super Mario 3D World, and then just stream 3D World at like midnight, or I guess 1 a.m.
I would. That would be awesome.
But keep in mind, like, I wouldn't be able to do that till 1 a.m. So it would be a crazy late stream and probably only for 2 hours.
And it would be webcam footage, wouldn't it?
No, like, I live, like, super close to a video game store, so.
No, I'm saying, you don't have the 3DS capture yet, do you?
Dude, it's a Wii game.
It's a Wii game.
Oh, you said 3D Land, so I was like...
Oh, did I say Land? Sorry, I meant 3D World.
Yeah. Super Mario 3D World.
You might have said 3D World, and I just thought 3D meant it was on 3DS, so... It might have been my brain connecting 3D to the 3DS.
I was gonna say, I'll be around for that, because that'll be after I'm done lecturing Thursday night.
Someone said, where's the super from Blizzard's Fatality. I'm not going to see it in time, am I? Damn it, someone had it in the chat earlier. And by the time Fatalities for Blizzard, Uppercut. HQ, HF, okay, all 4, pretty much. Plus, down, 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 up. Nice, I did it! I'm punching him in the throat and then uppercutted him into space.
Into space, eh?
Well, not quite. He actually fell in the background, but.
Hmm.
John,
it could be.
Go ahead, Sketch. You first.
No, go ahead.
No. Gentlemen's first, please.
I was gonna say, at least this is not Time Killers.
Oh God, no! I want Tattoo Assassins. That's the one I want to play.
Oh, Tattoo Assassins. Oh.
God, that's such a bad game. I need to get some arcade emulators going and just stream really bad arcade games.
That is isn't that just like that's what with the nudality, isn't it?
The nudality? That's the one that like every character has like 30 fatalities.
Right, exactly. One of them is the quote nudality.
Something like that. All I remember is that who was that girl who was a figure skater who hit someone in the kneecaps? This is from like the early 90s.
Tanya Harding?
Yeah, there's a Tanya Harding knockoff character in that game that making fun of her. So she literally runs around on the ground with ice skates. I think, in fact, one of her supers is like someone kneecapping you.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
John, what are your thoughts on A Link Between Worlds?
I'm psyched for it, to be honest. I've heard it's like one of the best Zelda games in years, and I always love the 2D Zeldas, so I think this is gonna be probably one I'll enjoy and actually play through to completion. Hopefully, I've still got to finish Dream Team before I pick up another game, and at some point I'm supposed to be starting Monster Hunter with a couple friends.
Oh, have fun with that.
Now, I remember when the initial launch, it was like there was connections to Link to the Past. How is the new one linked to Link to the Past?
It's like 20 years.
It is Link to the Past.
20 years in the future, or something like that, or probably 100 years. It's a while in the future.
According to the game, based on the context, it's supposed to take right after, I do believe, Link's Awakening. It's like Link finally coming back, essentially.
Really? I thought it was supposed to be like a long time after that, and I thought it was supposed to be a different Link altogether.
I don't know offhand. I've heard some decent things about it. If I'm not mistaken, the music in that game actually has some live performers in it too, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, it's been crazy pretty much since Mario Galaxy. Nintendo's actually spent some time doing more live performers as part of their soundtrack production, which has been pleasant to see.
Yeah, people are saying it takes place a few hundred years after Link to the Past. So.
The Zelda timeline is kind of confusing.
All right, Armadon, let's fight like giant monsters.
Well, it's interesting. I'm kind of curious though that I can never say his name to save my life, but the head of the Legend of Zelda department, he said that if you want an answer to the thank you. if you want an answer to the Majora's Mask remake, beat the game. So I'm kind of curious on what he meant. So it's like, okay, gonna beat this game then.
Yeah, I was gonna think of somebody mentioned Bushido Blade. Is like that's the ultimate. It's anyone's game because
oh god, fucking Bushido Blade is awesome, man.
Which would you prefer, 1 or 2? I mean, excluding I was gonna say as long as you exclude the person with the gun in 2, then yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. I like Bushido Blade 2 has been a challenge in previous Throne controllers, but it's never come up, which makes me sad. There's
just something about that game that's just so nostalgic for me. But then the same developers went on to make Kabuki Warriors.
What?
Yes.
That's really the same team? Oh, that makes me so sad.
Yes, it's the same developer.
That makes me so sad.
It's Lightweight. Lightweight was the developer. They made Bushido Blade 2, Kengo, Master of Bushido, then Kabuki Warriors. And the last game they have published is Skydiving for the PS3.
Well then.
Wait, there's a skydiving game for the PS3?
It's just called Skydiving.
Please tell me it uses the move.
Interesting.
No, it doesn't. It uses a 6-axis controller.
Oh god.
It was released in 2008. You gotta.
For those asking if there's gonna be Skullgirls on Saturday during the fighting game stream, I don't think it got any votes. I'm trying to think of what's on the list, or I don't think it was actually even on the roster. It's Injustice, Mortal Kombat 9, Shaq Fu, Brawl, Fist of the North Star, Dive Kick, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Oh god, what else is on this list? What's a recent fighting game? Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing 2 on this list. Guilty Gear, and I'm missing 1 more.
Not Dive Kick.
No, we already said Dive Kick.
Yeah.
Dive Kick is one of the 10. It's not DOA. I'm kind of sad that DOA is on the list, but I forgot to suggest it.
Let's see.
Is it a Blaze Blue title or?
No, because Guilty Gear's in that slot.
Persona 4 Arena?
No.
Ooh.
I cannot remember me for the life of me. The list is on Niggs' channel, but I cannot remember. It's not Street Fighter 4. I remember that. Oh, it's probably no. It's not even a KOF game. No KOF game made it through. I cannot for the life of me remember. Oh, Project Justice. That's what it is.
Oh, Project Justice. Yeah, Dive Kick. I think my favorite character in Dive Kick is Redacted just because of the absurdity of the premise of the character.
Well, it's just Wolverine.
Right, Wolverine, that is female despite looking male, and not having a name because the name's been redacted.
I think my favorite thing is probably the fact that. Hang on a sec. My favorite thing is the fact that whenever you kill anyone with Redacted, they just fly up into space.
Yes, because her kick is so intensely powerful. And also just the phrase, she's a cigar-smoking, pregnant skunk bear.
God, that game is so ridiculous. I love it. Oh god, I have to fight myself. I don't know if I can win this fight. Because this one will actually know what he's doing.
Oh no.
You must look deep within yourself, John. Deep within yourself.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, it's still anyone's game.
It could be Blizzard or Blizzard. Who's gonna win it?
See, I can just picture doing like an inspirational or like positive meditation.
A motivational poster. It's still anyone's game.
No, it's like I want you to lay down and relax, and tense up all your muscles. Breathe out carefully as you relax your arms, your legs, and remember, it's still anyone's game.
Dude,
However,
have you not done motivational or sleep aids or anything like that?
Because I haven't gone on my way to make stuff. I've been charting on SoundCloud for doing ambient and chill out music, which is interesting. One of the tracks I linked earlier on my Bandcamp was a track that got over 1,200 listens on SoundCloud in a week. And it was a track I made in one night as a rush job, but it's like I wouldn't mind doing like parody sort of relaxation stuff, because for me, I couldn't do the relaxation stuff genuinely. I would have to do something like tongue-in-cheek. But it would be fun to do.
Can you imagine a fighting game that would just troll the hell out of you and its final boss would literally mirror your moves so it would end it in a tie?
Oh shit, I think there's actually a game that's kind of like that, and I cannot remember what it is.
If I'm on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Skitch Studio.
Skitch does amazing music. I highly recommend you check out his stuff.
Yep. And as I linked earlier, ambient track of mine, Origins, is on sale at Bandcamp for $1.
It's a fantastic game.
Yes. You can almost say you'd buy that for $1, and it would be literally true.
And then you get Bigsby Snyder just being like, aha, I love you, ladies. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, god damn.
Aha!
I love the fact that there is a Bigsby Snyder bot that literally, whenever someone says the word Robocop in a tweet, he sends you a tweet that says, I'll buy that for $1. That is my favorite thing. Because I bring up Robocop so often, I just get a tweet from him every couple of days and it just makes me laugh every time. Makes me smile.
Mhm.
God bless you, Bixby bot.
Let's see here. In other recent news terms of music, there's a World War II era iOS strategy game that I did music for that's being released on Thursday.
Nice.
It's being released ahead of the Xbox One launch. It's a game where you play as either the Nazis or the Soviets in one of the key battles of World War II. And it's like a legitimate like tabletop strategy game, reminiscent of 1970s era war games.
Nice.
It's a pretty interesting niche market on the iOS iPad thing. So
Alright, I gotta fight this giant monkey with my giant monkey. Who shall win the giant monkey off?
John, do you own an I can never say that goddamn system.
Ouya?
Thank you.
No, sadly I don't. Oh, not sadly, because the only good games are like Amazing Frog and Towerfall.
hey, I should bring the Ouya to Magfest so we can just look at it and laugh at it.
Dude, just bring the Ouya and we'll play fucking Towerfall all the time, because that game is awesome with 4 players and like Xbox controllers.
Mm-hmm.
As it stands, though, I don't know how much free time I'm gonna have at Magfest because might have to worry about that panel, and then I'm probably gonna be spending any free time I do have at the challenge room, because that's where I usually spend my free time.
When's Magfest?
Like January 2nd to like the 5th.
Hey, my birthday.
I hate the fact that it's like literally I have to fly there on New Year's Day if I want to get there in time.
I fly out there on New Year's Day. For me, it's really nice because it happens it happens during the holiday break at the school I work at. So it actually means I don't have to spend many vacation days to go to it. Unlike GDC where I have to blow a week of vacation days to go to GDC.
Fair enough, yeah. I don't know. I hate traveling on New Year's Day because it's one of the busiest flying days.
Also, it's a cost of shit ton.
It actually isn't that costly to fly. At least for me, I can fly out and back I can fly out there and back for under $250.
Wow.
Well, keep in mind you're flying in the same country. I have to fly from another country, and that costs a ton.
Yeah.
And also, as I learned recently, I have to make sure that none of my stopovers are in Canada. Otherwise, it will cost me even more.
Well, that's just. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it literally costs more to fly in Canada than it does in the U.S. So just for reference's sake, I flew to Emil's place like super recently, and I had the options of getting in at 4:20 and having a stopover in Toronto, then going straight to where I had to go. And then the other option was get in at 4:30 by flying to Dallas, and then getting to where I had to go. It was $100 cheaper to fly to Dallas.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I kind of understand it because it's such a large hub. But
like the option, like Toronto's a giant hub too for Canada, but because it's flying within Canada, it costs more. And I believe the main reason is that because our airlines there's not as much competition in Canada as there's in the States. So as a result, like the flights are always more expensive.
Our friend Travis, who lives in Winnipeg and is flying in for PAX East, booked his flight he's driving from Winnipeg to North Dakota and then flying from North Dakota to Boston.
Oh God.
Well, it's interesting, like, cause I remember last year when I went to PAX East, because I live in Nevada, I thought at my airport I would actually just fly straight to Boston, or at least trade off in another city in the East Coast. No, I had to fly backwards to California to Los Angeles and then fly straight to Boston. I was like, wait, that makes no sense. I'd be going backwards.
Oh yeah, last year I was looking. I live in Columbus. I was looking up prices from Columbus to Boston for flying. It was cheaper for me to fly to California than fly from California to Boston. Than for me to fly direct. And I mean, it's an international airport. I don't understand.
Vincent, our friend is going to Fort something airport. I can't remember. I'm sure there's like 2 airports in North Dakota, so like 2 major airports in North Dakota. Fort something, I can't remember.
There's gotta be more than 2 major.
Because not Fort Lauderdale.
No.
Because I was gonna say that's a well-known fort, so.
And that's Florida?
Yeah.
Oh crap! There's more people.
Oh no, not Fort. Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a slight difference in name, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a version of Streets of Rage 2 because that's what I've been silent, where you play as the boss characters from Streets of Rage 3, and they take off any of the speed caps and the time limits. So basically, everyone triggers instantly. Everyone's super difficult, and you can play as Ash. For those of us who are here remembering Ash being the most fantastically.
Oh God, how do I eat? How do I eat in this game again? Because now I'm playing a minigame where I have to eat things. It was something like down something. Shit. And it's gonna take a bit for the chat to catch up.
Vincent, it was Grand Forks. I'm an idiot, and for some reason thought it was Fort something.
Well, Grand Forks and Fort sound very similar.
Towards an A. What direction's A? Chomp human up forward down. Down up down. There we go. It does not seem to be working, unless I have to get them in midair first.
You might.
Chomp a human. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Move joystick towards down. TDA.
I don't know what direction A is.
A equals back.
Oh, okay.
Why is A? Oh, towards down away.
Oh, that makes more sense. Duh. Now I feel like an idiot for not knowing that. You've earned 13% energy. Awesome. That means I'm fucked, aren't I? Yep, because now I'm fighting the final boss, which is that fucking teleporting bullshit again. Great.
That was interesting at best.
So what's the deadline since for panels at PAX East?
Probably January.
So like, I just have no idea. So
Oh, I thought you were asking if you wanted to try to get a panel or something.
no. I would love to be on a panel, but the closest I get to that is helping set up throwing controllers, which is fun as hell.
I don't know what panel you would be on though.
Do I have to fight every
Find me-
monster? What's about to happen here?
Setting up throwing controllers is the greatest 5 minutes, 5 to 20 minutes of havoc of my day at PAX East.
Yeah, don't try. Imagine my mind then at that point.
Yeah.
All right. Once I run out of credits or beat the game, I'm gonna go back to Cookie, okay? Because it seems like we're super close. This is looking like final battle, so.
It looks like, yeah.
I'm kind of hoping at PAX East I kind of snag a card so that hopefully I can get a chance to be on the panel. Last year it was so well, technically this year it was so hectic. Like,
I know I remember when last year when we went into PAX, like it almost it went beyond capped, and I was like, holy shit.
it's really funny if you look at the
I don't
video.
care about your cheese shit. It's working, game. The game is literally complaining about me just using cheesy tactics, but it's working.
It's really funny if you look at the Polaris video. I think at that time they were Polaris's video of throwing controllers. You see me and Brad trying to find a space to sit for the first few minutes of that video.
There are people standing at the back of the auditorium. It was so weird.
Yeah, it was Polaris.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure when they changed their name. So
It was actually, yeah, pretty recently after the Throne Controller switch. But, like, that was before they made the hub channel. Actually, no shit, maybe it was Game Station then in that case.
I think it was Game Station.
Actually, maybe you're right. Why is Talon flashing? That must look really messed up on the stream.
Yeah, it does. It looks like he's a ghost.
And there's the character I used originally, Diablo. Oh, come on.
I don't
Oh,
know
now my
what's weird, that the fact this game kind of reminds me of Rampage World Tour, or that I want to play Radical Rex.
Sauron.
I think the Radical Rex thing is more weird.
Yeah, probably Radical Rex, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's all of them. You are master of the new Earth, spelled U-R-T-H. What?
New Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Earth.
Alright, is that it? Did I beat the game, or is there like a super secret boss? Yup, that's how I won. I won a giant screen of text.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hooray,
Is there a
text!
completion bonus?
Hooray, text! Yay!
There's gotta be a completion bonus.
I did it! I beat a game. I don't know, I used a bunch of credits, so...
Oh, okay, never mind.
But I doubt if there was a completion bonus, it would be literally for like beating the game without using a credit. And I'm not about to put that much time into Primal Rage.
Oh, come on.
No!
I'm seeing footballs and cookies slowly starting in the chat.
Cookie Ball.
John won, but it's
Cookie.
still anyone's game.
Oh, jeez.
You are the champion. Enter up to 15 letters.
Up to, but not including 15 letters.
I spelled my own name wrong. That's impressive.
I could clap now and then clap again sometime later in life, and that'd be slow enough.
Wow, just enough room for Proton John rules.
Nice.
But but spelled with a Z.
Crazy Canadian with your Z.
ZX Spectrum.
All right, let's wash our hands of Primal Rage now that we've clearly beaten it.
What feels worse, beating this or beating Shaq Fu?
This felt less fulfilling, to be honest. Oh shit, did I actually pick a Q? Everyone's saying Q. Did I actually spell my own name wrong regardless? Because if I did, that's pretty fucking funny.
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Everyone's pointing it out, so I think I did goof it. That's incredibly impressive.
Well, you'll see when.
I'll have to wait for the footage to come back, because I don't think it's going to show the scoreboard. Let's see if it comes back. Everyone's enjoying me misspelling my own name. Who will rule the new Earth?
Well, to be fair, your spelling is on par with the game's.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I got a tweet
I
saying
love the.
someone just ordered Bomberman X-Zero. Expect to see me try to play next time.
What have you done?
I've made this game bizarrely popular.
You
Alright.
you basically started the pro league of Bomberman X-Zero.
Yeah, I did say like I wouldn't mind starting a league for Bomberman X-Zero if it had enough following.
I'm so bad at that.
Oh, Skitch, I got a friend who's asking if you do song. Yeah, motherfucker, I did use a Q. Look at that.
What was the question?
A friend of mine wants to know if you do song commissions.
I can. It just kind of depends on what they need, what the time frame is, and how much.
Fair enough. Well,
I mean,
I'll get you in contact with them. Okay.
Sure, that sounds fine.
All right. Cool.